Hi, my name is Lux. I'm a trans youth worker here in Victoria, BC. My specialization is in helping two-spirit trans and non-binary youth, navigate healthcare systems, access things like hormones, surgical wait lists, peer support counseling, and really just like working within the fact that these systems aren't really set up for people like us. And in a lot of ways that doesn't apply just to the medical system. I think for me growing up, like within like media exposure, school, sports, all of that stuff, I came up against a lot of ways that I wasn't really fitting in, or these structures weren't set up in a way that made people like me feel welcome. And I felt really alone in a lot of that. And it wasn't until I was able to move to a larger city away from Northern Alberta where I was able to meet other people like me and I guess just like figure out things, figure out what wasn't normal where I was growing up could be normal somewhere else, or it could be normal for someone else. And yeah, I can really relate to the idea of feeling really isolated and feeling like there's no one around you that gets it, or there's no one around you that could understand or could accept you for who you are. And I guess what I would say, if you're feeling that way, is we're really lucky, and I've really benefited from the ways now that we can find community online, like through YouTube, Tumblr. I mean, if you're a young person watching this, I'm preaching to the choir, but finding ways to find that kind of acknowledgement and that kind of validation, even if you're not getting it from your own community, like where you are now and what you're doing now, that's not how it's going to be for the rest of your life. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer to find people who are feeling the way you feel, but when you do, it's going to feel so great and so exciting. You'll find people that you have inside jokes with, and you'll find people that you don't have to justify yourself to. You'll find people that just get you. And if that takes like starting with YouTube, or starting with people on Instagram, or whatever you can do to get yourself to that place where you're just operating from a place of being yourself and not having to compromise, not having to make excuses, where you can just be you. However you can get there, do that, because that's going to set you down a path of finding more people who are in that place, and eventually you'll have a huge community full of other people who are being themselves, and it'll be so great, I promise.